Everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to my channel. And today I am so excited to do my very first update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. Of course created by Emily and Max, details in the intro video and in the description box down below. I had joined this project about 3 weeks ago. So basically when I filmed that update, it wasn't like a big pre-film thing. It was, I was binge watching a bunch of people's videos, decided I want to do that, and then I started. So I only have about 3 weeks of progress on these items, so it's not the best, but I am still going to be able to roll out one new item today, which is going to be my goal moving forward, to have at least one thing rolling in for each update. So without further ado, let's get into what I had rolled in via all these very cute baby ducky cards last time. The very first item I had rolled in was for the prompt of a glittery product, and for that, of course, I ended up going with this guy here. I didn't take any pictures because the goal with this project in particular is about progress and just using stuff. So there's not going to be probably much progress to see anyway. But this guy here is my Physicians Formula. This is the Mineral Wear Diamond Dust. I think this is supposed to be like a skin perfecting glow, at least that's what it tells me on the back. But I do use this as a highlighter because it is very glittery, shiny, sparkly, wonderful. I am wearing a lot of these items today, this being one of them. Use hasn't been the best, mainly because I was focused on a different highlighter in another project. If you've been keeping up with my videos, you know exactly which one that is. But I still did manage to get 7 uses on it. So a solid week out of my goal of 20. That leaves me 13 uses left to hit my goal on this nice glittery highlighter. Which is very strange. Normally I don't like glittery kind of highlighters, but here we are with a product I do like. I do focus my brush up here, and you may be able to tell, like, that's starting to come down a little bit. So, exciting. So this will be around for at least another month. This Nina fragrance was rolled in for a Sentimental item. I adore this fragrance. It is very citrusy, sweet, but not like overly sweet. It is wonderful, and I'm like way up here-ish or so on it. And I adore it. Goal is also to use this 20 times. I have used it 5 times thus far. Today also being one of them. And I love this fragrance. And this project allows me to reach for it and not feel bad. I do have fragrances in other projects that I'm also wanting to work on as well. But it's always a nice treat to be able to reach for this guy. This here was rolled in for my newest item. In fact, it was so new that it was not yet delivered into my collection. It was still on its way from Sephora. This, of course, is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sunscreen. It has an SPF of 50. And it doesn't even smell like sunscreen. Now, I don't know what I was thinking. Last month, when I was talking about my goals for this item in particular, I did put a usage goal of 20 uses. But then I was also talking about like why I did that, which was also a little ridiculous because I don't track skincare. I just use it. I did finish off, if you caught my Drop 10 by Summer update, there was a little sunscreen that I was wanting to finish off. And then I moved into this one. So I've only been using this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. But I adore it. And I have been using it basically every day. This was laying down, but I think the mark is about here-ish or so at this point. Wonderful face sunscreen. I'm enjoying using it. And for my purposes, I'm going to call that a goal met. I did reach a decision. I decided I love this product and it's in my routine, which was the whole point of putting it in this project. So although I didn't use it 20 times, I don't know, between 5 and 8 uses, probably short of that. I'm still going to roll this out, call it a goal met, because I am going to be using it every day regardless. The Quo Beauty, the Liquid Precision Marker. This is in the shade Ultraviolet. It is the eyeliner I'm wearing today. A little bit of a pop of color there. This was rolled in for the prompt of a favorite color. For me, that is purple. And of course, because this is an eye product, I tend to go a little bit lower down on my usage goals for eye products, especially colorful liners. They are kind of hard to integrate for myself. I had a goal of 10 uses on it. Today marks the 4th use, so pretty good, considering it's only been 3 weeks in the project. So 4 uses thus far, that leaves me 6 to go to be able to roll this guy out. And it is fun, I do enjoy it, it's just, I do wish it was a little bit deeper, darker, but I love, absolutely love, like, the marker on here, how easy it is to work with. It's fantastic. This is the last item. So this is my Lorac Eye Gloss in the shade Skinny Dip. The goal for this was to do also 10 uses on it. But here's where we have to make a little bit of an adjustment. Obviously, this was a duo or multi-chrome product. It is absolutely beautiful. Blue is scary for me, but you have seen this show up in a couple of my videos over the last month. I have worn it 3 times to this point. So about once a week on average. Right now, usually on a Saturday, is when I try to pull for it. But the problem is, like, there is some coming out, but not a whole lot. This was never opened. Like, no air had gone into this package. But I have had this for probably getting on about 2 years now. So first eye I did with this on my first application. Beautiful, easy to work with. Second eye, was rough. Eventually I did get enough product out, but that was my first use and was already starting to struggle a little bit. So I did rehydrate a little bit with some eye drops, a couple dropped in there, mixed up, and that does seem to help. But what that means is if I only do 10 uses and roll this out, it is going to sit in my collection and dry out completely, especially with this color here, which is, again, kind of a scary, intimidating color for me. I don't do a lot of blue, especially in like eyeshadow. So I'm actually revising my goal. And basically now this item is going to be in until it's either finished or it is decluttered because it's too dried out and I can't really revive it. So that is going to be the new goal. So you're going to be seeing this one for quite a while, but that's okay because at least I can get hopefully more use out of it. And this is getting into summertime now with Saskatchewan weather, so we're just bypassing spring. So at the very least, at least this is very seasonally appropriate. And the timing works out decently. So this one is actually going to be in here for quite a long time. And we'll see. I want to use it at least once a week. Which, you know, that's about 5 uses a month. With being summer, hopefully I can up it a little bit. And we'll just see what I'm able to do with this guy. When I had the purple one in my Finish 7 by Spring, I had been using that for about 5 times a month, and that lasted me a very long time before that. So I think there's probably about, what was it, between 40 and 50 uses in one of these. So that's kind of the number I have on the back of my head, and we'll see how we do. So that means exciting news time. Technically, I have not met the goal on this, but I am rolling it out because I did get the spirit of the goal accomplished, which means we get to roll in a new item. So I do have my deck of cards right here. The game board has been re-randomized. And I've got my prompts up. So I'm ready to go. Let's see what we get. We get 1 new roll in for this month. And that item is going to be the 4 of Hearts, which is the card I rolled in last month. Last month it was for a glittery product, which is why I rolled in the Physicians Formula Diamond Dust. This month though, the 4 of Hearts this time actually is going to represent an out of control category, which for me, there's a lot of options I could pick from for that. But I'm very excited about what I've chosen to go with this category because one of my sections that is a little bit out of control because they smell so good and when you get sales and it's just you guys know. That's why you watch panning content. But one of the categories that is a little bit out of control for me that I am still working very well on starting to minimize is my body moisturization category. So this is your body lotions, your body creams, your body butters. I have a lot mainly because I've done a lot of Bath & Body, some annual sales, body care days over the last year and a half. And I could almost open up a Bath & Body Works store downstairs. So, what I've decided to do, because of course I do have body moisturization products in other projects. What I've opted to choose is actually a smaller size of the body care, because usually for projects I would roll in like a full-sized item and then the small ones get neglected. And if you had caught what I took down to the Caribbean when I went on vacation in February video, then you know this guy here. This is from Reese. This is their Pink Lemonade Body Butter. We have 60 milliliters of product in here. For those of you who have caught my project polish, you know that I have been working on my nail polishes from this particular line. This particular tub I got about a year ago, because we did kind of a joint family Mother's Day, went for pedicures with my mom, my sister, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. Nice fun event. So working on finishing that polish right now, but I have not also touched this, which was like a free gift because the pedicure I did was like one of their fancier ones. You got like this as a free gift. You got $10 off your next spa purchase, all of that good stuff. I had taken this down to the Caribbean because it is a nice summery kind of scent, and I thought I would want that when I was down there. But, you know, I was able to make do with the hotel or the cruise line lotions. So I actually didn't touch this at all, despite the fact it went from Canada to the States, through a bunch of the Western Caribbean and all the way back. So I have actually not touched this at all. And I don't know how long the Reese products last because I haven't owned one before. But it is pink lemonade. It smells lovely full. This is what we're looking like at this point here. So kind of an awkward little, because I've been storing it, I guess, like this downstairs. But as you guys can tell, it has not been used. Generally, these sizes I tend to go through pretty quickly. If you caught my advent calendar project pan, I did have 2 small body lotions in there. One was a 50, one was a 60 milliliter. I got both of those done for my last update. So this is really not going to take long at all. But it also helps get that category just a little bit more under control. Because even though I can knock these out pretty quickly, I tend to roll full-sized ones into the projects that I do for my prompts. So this will be a nice compliment. So this was the only thing I get to roll in for this month. But don't worry, I will continue to make progress on all of these things, and that glow recipe is just going to be part of my daily routine. So this card is going to be going back into the deck. So let's take a moment and talk about my goals for the next update. Obviously, this one is out of the picture. Starting here, I want to make sure I'm getting at least 5 uses every month, so I am getting continual usage on it. I'm going to start with just 5 because, again, I do have tons of eyeshadow and other projects. So I'm going to start kind of small, and if I can do a little bit more, then I'm going to try to do that. And then these are the products I want to roll out for next month. So just to recap, I need another 6 uses on my Quo Beauty liner. I need another 13 uses on my highlighter. And I'm going to use this up because there's no point putting a usage goal on body products. It's just, let's use them up, especially because it's a nice little small size here. Assuming I'm able to meet those goals, we will be able to roll out 3 items and bring 3 new items in for the next update, which would be fantastic and very exciting. But thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you also subscribe so you do not miss the next update, which is going to be, of course, on the 20th of June. Time is flying. 20th of June, of course, is the next update. And based on how we're looking on this first update, it's gonna be a good one, so make sure you don't miss it. And of course, I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.